Alrighty, here we go. Talking about 3 ways to change your nutrition as you age. Because as your system ages, it's important to keep up with that new body that you live in, right? Especially for females, our hormones shift and change as we age, what our system needs in terms of nutrient, how it processes, digests food changes. So if you are eating the same way that you were eating even 10 years ago, probably need an update. Probably need an update for the body that you're living in right now. Yes, I am Dr. Beth Westie, women's health and hormone expert, author of the books The Female Fat Solution, Female Menopause Solution, talking about nutrition that matches with your hormones and your cycle. And this is one of the things that I talk about quite a bit in the Female Menopause Solution book, talking about the different needs of the female body as it just changes. And it's not a bad thing that you're aging. It's a normal part of life. But what's not normal is expecting to eat the same way that you ate 10 years ago, 20 years ago, eating the same way that you ate before you have kids and expecting to get the same out of your body. You are living in a new body now. It's been exposed to different things. You've had different stressors, different sleep cycles, different illnesses. So your body's going to need different things, of course. So what are some things that we can do to dive into new ways of eating right now? The first one is, of course, my favorite thing that I talk about, increasing your protein. Increasing your protein, especially if you are over the age of 35 and have had kids, you are definitely going to need more protein to have the same impact. And especially going through perimenopause and menopause, you need more protein to do the same job that protein used to do. So if you used to get 100 grams of protein a day and you're like, oh, this is great, this is so fantastic, super duper, you're going to need at least 120. And if you're thinking, well, I was eating protein before, but I don't know that it was doing a good job for me, that's another conversation. That is why I make very specific recommendations on your nutrient levels based on your health history, your adrenal and cortisol levels, and what your system needs when we work together in the Female Hormone Solution. So I'm going to put a link here in the show notes. So go ahead and go in the comments. Make sure you are on the wait list for the next group that I have starting. You do not want to miss out, because you will get very specific customized recommendations on what your system needs, on what is right for you. So very, very exciting to know what to get in, to know what's right, and to know that your system is actually fueling correctly to boost metabolism, to get the right shift and change to happen. So other things that happen as the body ages is that it actually has an impact on how your hair, skin, nails grow. And one of the things that especially gals that have had a lot of adrenal issues, when I start getting more protein in them, they're like, my nails are growing. I'm like, that is fantastic, because I know that your body is getting this nutrient that it didn't get before. I know that your body is regenerating more and more. This is only going to help increase your metabolism. I mean, it's not starting your metabolism that your nails are growing, but it's a really good sign that we're definitely moving in the right direction. Yes, so exciting. So increasing your protein. The next thing, and this might sound kind of weird because it's not a specific nutrient thing that you're eating, but it is this. Chew. This does not stand for anything other than literally chew your food. Now you can take probiotics, digestive enzymes, etc., but when your body has a lot of stress and when your body has hormone changes, and if you have both of these things at once, your system, your digestive system changes, your microbiome changes, the natural enzymes that release change, and not necessarily in a good way. So what this means is that you can get a lot of digestive disruption. What's one of the fastest way to turn things around? Chewing your food. Chewing your food 40 times. 40. That was 5. Most of the time we're chewing 5 to 10 times and then swallowing. Yeah. You need to be chewing. Chewing to the point that it essentially becomes like baby food mush in your mouth, which sounds gross. That is so much easier on your digestive system than anything else. And that means that because that food had a chance to interact with your salivary enzymes, because digestion starts in the mouth. So a lot of times just thinking about, I have gut issues, I have gut problems, it's changed as I've gotten older, oh, what do I do? more probiotics isn't always better. It's not a special new thing to take. It's literally what you're doing. And what you're doing is not chewing enough. Is it annoying to chew the food, to count? And does it take longer to actually eat your food? Yes. Does it have the most powerful impact on your digestive system? Yes. This is one of the easiest things to do because it's literally free. All it takes is your time, and all you gotta do is remember to do it. And it will have such a huge impact on your gut. Yeah, chewing your food. Huge, 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 and super, super helpful. So before, you jump into all these other things, probiotics and things, start with this. And I would love to hear in the comments from you guys. So again, I do check the comments. I do read your comments. So if you want to leave me a comment on, oh my gosh, yes, I started doing this, or oh yes, I've had bloating and chewing was really helpful. Yeah, you can change your digestive system in even a day and make an improvement in as little as a day from chewing your food a ton. Yeah. Yay. The last thing here is increasing your, oh, I didn't change my marker. I made different colors today. It's so fancy. So fancy. Increasing minerals and vitamins. Why? And again, a lot of this has to do with this, the digestion piece here, that it is harder, and it can be harder, especially if you are under more stress. It can be harder for your body to just get the same nutrients from your food. It's more energy, it's more work, and your body just has a harder time with it. So that means that if you're like, gosh, I feel like I'm eating healthy, but I'm not feeling as good. I'm eating really healthy foods, but I don't feel like I'm getting the benefit of the healthy foods. You're gonna have to really increase your minerals, your vitamins, the nutrient dense food you're eating, and that makes a huge, huge impact on your overall nutrient levels by really focusing on increasing that. Getting more food, like literally more, like increasing your greens. Instead of eating a cup of spinach with lunch, have a cup and a half of spinach. And chew it a lot to get all that nutrient in, because the absorption rate and digestion rate does decrease. You can do all the wonderful things to help it increase, but you always want to offset it, right? And what's going to be the harm if you get a little bit more green, a little bit more spinach in, right? If your body doesn't use the nutrient, it just gets rid of it. But more often than not, I find that gals aren't even getting it in, or their body's not able to absorb it. So it's just kind of like passing you by. You're doing all this hard work of prepping meals, focusing on healthy foods. So these are things that you can actually reap the benefit of all that hard work that you're doing. Yes. So I can't wait for the next group that I'm running, the Female Hormone Solution. This will be, I'm one of the last times I run this group like this. So again, make sure you are on the wait list. And if you have found this video helpful, please share it with somebody that you know that could use this message. If they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I was just talking to so-and-so, share this with them. More often than not, I find that gals are trying so hard to do all these things, but they're doing these things based on research that is done in the male body, not the female body. It's not specific. So that is why I created these things, to help you really target what your body needs and get and keep the right results. So I also have other resources for you. My podcast is the Female Health Solution, and my YouTube channel is called Dr. Beth Westie, where I have archived a ton of videos for you to go over so you can get all of the best information moving forward. I also have my 2 new tinctures, the Adrenal Balance. This is for, this is the Adrenal Balance one. This is for adrenal fatigue, cortisol levels, excess worrying, excess stress. If your body's not processing it well, this will help your system process it so much better. And I specifically formulated it for the female body. It's amazing. And this is a Metabo Boost. So this is designed to help increase your metabolism and target body fat, because this can be a really hard thing, especially if you have hormone issues. But again, I specifically formulated this. So I created the formula for the female body to get the best results possible. So these things are available on my website, or the website is Nutrition for Your Hormones. So that's what I got for you guys today. Please let me know if there's any questions. Let me know if you have any other spin-off questions off of this, and you want me to talk more about protein or types of protein that are helpful as you age. I'm more than happy to do that. Just leave me a comment. A lot of the videos that I do come from questions you have. So if you're like, yeah, I have a question about this, or what about that? leave me a comment and I will absolutely do a video on it if it's more information that you're looking for. So that's what I got for you tonight. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.